We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia. Two
one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
His first carry of the game, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Fletcher. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 22. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Quick slant there gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play.
1st down, Philadelphia.
On 1st down, Hurts.
being chased out left.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Chase Young in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 now.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Hey, young D, it's just me and you.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Throw left side, complete to Moss.
Wayne Haskins.
It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Is a turnover on downs.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And an Eagle
Hurts.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And his throw is incomplete.
He was looking for Antonio Gandy Golden that time.
And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense,
and he's into the clear. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Philly. And even 70 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
And right away, he'll look to throw.
Off to Geis on the screen. Powers through it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Washington, nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On second down, here's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's got this down to the 35. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
A first throw for the backup Griffin. And he fends him off. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
3rd and 4.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. He's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Philadelphia.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Buying time to his left. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Complete.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Stepping up, and he's in. Front Eagles touchdown.
On the keeper.
Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A gain of 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the handoff, it's Geis. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Out of the gun, Geis. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
First and goal.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. From a yard out. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Gain of 12.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
And 6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
Their own 15-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Haskins. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Take over 1st and...
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down, establish themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Sanders toss left side, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield, but he's playing run all the way here.
Berry on to punt as he gets this one away.
Antonio Gibson on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Moss. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
5-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll hand it down to Geis. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And now they're going going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Line of scrimmage.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this. Fourth down, here's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Intercepted by the Eagles.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Well, they'll try the jet sweep here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Philadelphia.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. They find some open field here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Baltimore.
Crab cakes will be waiting for us, partners. We head to the airport.
Heck yeah.